Alright, hello friends. So today I want to run through with you how I use the dollar index to help me trade the SPY. Again, to reiterate my trading style, I am a swing trader. Generally, I do not day trade. My trading style is to hold for a long term. I hold it for sometimes 2 weeks and maybe 2 months. That is roughly the duration I trade for my swings, and my investments I hold for 6 to 18 months. That's just how I do it. I have been profitable, so I thought I'd share my journey and how I'm using what I've learned so far and how I'm able to become profitable with you guys as well. So let's start with the dollar index chart and why it's so important. So at the bottom over here, I simply just typed out a short script to pull out the SPY as well. So this blue chart over here is the SPY. Let me move my face away. This is the RSI, and this is the RSI that I like to use. It is the RSI.REIS. It puts dots whenever there is a change in direction. So it basically just helps me find the bottoms and the tops much easier. Very well coded, very well scripted. I like it a lot. So let's take a look at what is going on right now. This is the dollar index. The dollar index has a very good inverse relationship with the SPY. So if you look at the bottom of the DXY, it is almost at the top of the XPX. The dollar index over here is going down as the SPX is going up. But sometimes it also moves to the side, and we can just keep tracing it back. As you can see, this moves down and then this moves up, this moves down, this moves up. And you can see this pattern repeating itself over and over again. This moves up and then this moves down. I think I have made my point over here. So which one is more powerful? Is the dollar going to impact the stock market, or is the stock market going to impact the dollar? Well, the dollar is much stronger. Way more money is being traded based on the US dollar compared to the stock exchange. So because of that, whenever the dollar decides to go in a direction, you can expect the stock market to follow suit, or at least go in reverse. So what we can do is simply look for divergence. So right now, right here, we can see that there is a divergence going on. I see a higher high on the dollar, but I see a lower low on the RSI. Now, the last time we saw this was here. There's a higher high here. There was a lower low going on here as well. As you can see, we can expect the DXY to then move down. And when the DXY moves down, we can expect a small rush from the S&P 500. So I think this is happening again. I think we will see another small rush of the S&P 500 up just a few points. But if you're trading the S&P 500, again, swing trade just for a few days, because if I'm not wrong, this lasted for about 10 days. Yeah, so it lasted for about 2 weeks. This rush was about 2 weeks. You can expect another small uptick in the 2 weeks as we see the dollar retrace back down towards the 50 simple moving average before perhaps going even higher. But overall, this is not good for the US at all. I really hope that this is the top. Otherwise, we will see even more pain in the future. So with that, this is telling me that there is a potential for me to go long at this point. So let's open up the SPX chart and let's turn on the McClellan oscillator, and we can see the McClellan oscillator is still shining bright at this region. It has been 4 days since the McClellan oscillator has been below 80, which again is telling me that there is a good chance. So coming back to the DXY, why am I going to be a little bit more bullish this time? Because from what I can tell, why am I a little bit more bullish for, let's say, at least for this trade, right? Like, I'm a bit positive on this trade because we are seeing a similar pattern repeat itself. What we saw in the past, let's take a look at this one more time. So the RSI, we saw a declining RSI. We saw an increasing dollar. And the moment we flipped out of that, we saw asset prices move up more than 15%, the largest rally that we've seen in 2022. Now, this time we have something similar playing out again. We have higher highs, but lower lows, or lower highs on the RSI. This is telling me that the dollar is showing weakness. And when the dollar is showing weakness, we can anticipate that there will be a rally, right? So this is just one data point right here. And number two, we also have the McClellan oscillator telling us that a local bottom is almost in. The McClellan oscillator has close to a 80% track record. At least if you were to plan your trades carefully, you would have been right about 80% of the times. If you increased your risk to reward ratio to a large amount, we're talking about like 3-1 or 4-1, you would have been right about 50% of the time, which again is still a very, very good risk to reward ratio. So the McClellan oscillator is one of the best oscillators that you can use right now, and it is signaling a local bottom is coming very soon. So this means I can expect asset prices to probably rise, right? But by how much? Then I will use the Fibonacci. By how much? I am looking for it to rise up to the 4,000 region and maybe the 4,100 region around there. This is my take profit zone right between here. This is where I want to take profit. If I see asset prices rise up here, I'm immediately taking profit. I have a long call, which I've opened. It will expire on the 15th of September. And when that happens, I hope to be out of the trade completely. But yes, so again, a 2-week trade on this. If need be, I would probably just sell off and re-enter the position again. So we have two things that are going on right now, the DXY. So we have two things going on. Number one, we have the DXY, and number two, we have the McClellan oscillator also turning on. So this leaves us with two positive signals that, hey, the market may rally in the short term. Again, trading is about probability. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I go into the charts, I simply look at a few indicators. Normally, I do not look at the McClellan oscillator alone. Normally, I would be looking at a different chart. Normally, I'll be looking at this chart over here, which as you can see is it has the McClellan oscillator inside, but it also has the VIX, which has been very good at timing certain bottoms as well. And this one, it is not signaling at all. So this is what I personally use, but I did release my version of the McClellan oscillator, and it's out for free. You can go to the Weeblinks.com, and it's here, McClellan oscillator. You can get in, click this link, and you can have access to it. It's free. I'm not going to gatekeep. I will not be sharing my multi-look indicator yet because it is not ready. It is consistently changing, and until I get it right, I won't want to share it. Now, the reason why I use this is because I can see multiple signals all at one go. This is the lumber to gold ratio, this is the VIX, this is the high-low index, and the McClellan oscillator as well. So this is how I trade. I hope to share most of this with you guys in the future as well. I'll be giving things that I've built and is ready for someone to use for free because again, trading itself is already very difficult. I know a lot of people who have tried it, but they have not been profitable. I'm not the most profitable. Again, I do not day trade at all. I try my best not to. I hate day trading because it always happens whenever I'm asleep, so I try my best to avoid it. I prefer swing trading and I have been profitable with it. So I hope that me sharing my learnings will be able to benefit you as well. And if it has, subscribe, like and comment. I think in the future, what I'm going to do is to bring in people who are experts in certain fields and then have a discussion with them. And I hope that then again, that will help you guys on your trading journey, on your investment journey. A lot of this is very high level stuff. I will try to release things that are good for beginners as well, all the way to more advanced levels. Alright, and with that, I hope to see you again next time.